welcome to Game 2 of the cinematic tabletop Mordheim campaign. Today's battle sees the warriors of the depleted Culternative Lifestyle go toe-to-toe with the disciplined mercenaries of Reikland. The Reiklander mercenary company, known as Holzmann's Hard Men, will be run by my good mate Simo, and though this is his first filmed game, as mentioned in the previous Mordheim battle report, it isn't the first game he's played. This is reflected in the handful of injuries his warband sustained in the very first game of the campaign. One of his youngbloods even had to miss this battle due to a wound sustained against the rather deadly undead warband prowling the city streets. And due to being taken down by the undead warband's leader, a vampire of course, the captain of the warband has a burning hatred for her as he was laid low in front of his men, and we can't have that now. The Reiklanders of course benefit from excellent leadership as their captain has a 12-inch influence radius, and the marksmen start with a ballistic skill of 4. A very shooty and potentially devastating warband indeed. Barra is back with his rather battered possessed warband, Culternative Lifestyle. Now in the last game he lost a mutant and a possessed, both heroes, which is very, very painful, but decided to stick with them to see what fate has in store for them. Now they're down to 5 warriors, meaning any battle from this point forward will be against larger warbands, though he will get the underdog bonus for experience in the post-game. Hopefully that'll make up for the lower numbers. So this will be the very first game in the campaign where we roll randomly to determine the scenario. And what we rolled up was Breakthrough, details of which we'll go into in a little bit more later on. As per usual, setup consists of both players taking turns placing terrain, one by one. So what we normally do is place the big pieces first, followed by the smaller pieces, followed by the decorative pieces such as signs and barrels, etc. And then last of all, we place the platforms and catwalks. Now that stage isn't shown here because the camera ran out of juice, because I'm a dum-dum and didn't put in a fresh battery. But you'll see the final layout soon enough, once this time-lapse setup is done. So now we have another sector of the ruined city up and ready for get rich or die types to brain each other with heavy objects in the name of fun and games. Though a playing area choked with buildings and the like looks cool and is fun to play with, I gotta admit, it's kinda sucky to film, and that's the main reason the first game wasn't uploaded. The other reason being the players' big fat hands knocking everything over every time they want to move a model more than a millimeter. So that's why for these videos we have slightly broader avenues and sometimes even longer streets, etc., just so things are clearer to the viewer as to what's going on. Anyway, on with the game. We've had Barra roll off against Simo. He won the roll, and so chose to set up on this table edge here, hence why his chaps are in this corner. And Simo set up a shooting gallery of pretty much all his characters that are armed with ranged weapons except for the swordsman, and they're all just set up here to just shower the shit out of these poor devil worshipping cultists. So in order for Barra's warband to win, he needs to get at least 2 of his miniatures right across the entire playing area to within 2 inches of the opposing edge. So the attacker goes first. So as before, I'll mostly fast forward the movement for brevity's sake. And so rather than just having an awkward silence or me having some uninspired commentary to throw in to fill in the dead air, I think I'll put on some nice, soothing, relaxing music for you. Who knows? It might even calm the frazzled nerves of those people triggered by the background birdies. I know you guys are out there. Now on to the Reiklanders.
And I don't need to move for these 2 guys over here. We're going to have a couple cracks at that fella.
So yes, indeed, the 2 bowmen here do have a shot at the big-ass possessed. Alright, so bowman taking a shot at the possessed. So it's -1 for, not movement, -1 for range and -1 for cover. So base ballistic skill is 4, so you need 5s. Roll them.
Nada.
Yep, that's the Simo we know and love.
That's standard.
So back to the Culternative Lifestyle.
So I guess I'll start by doing the Eye of God spell.
No,
so movement first.
Start with moving.
Spells are done in the
shooting phase, yeah.
Okay. But I can do a full run and still cast
Yeah.
a spell?
Yep, with spells you can in this. Right, so we're moving the possessed. So he's quite safe now that he's moved here because those two chaps up there on the catwalk can only see his hand. And so we basically have ruled that if like weapons, plumes and other gubbins are the only thing that can be seen, then that's not enough to actually make a shot. So he's quite safe. Right, so now the Magister will cast the Eye of God spell. Difficulty 7 or 8?
Difficulty 7.
7. Okay, 7 plus 7 on the button. Okay, so who are you casting it on?
I'm gonna cast it on. Yeah, I'll just do it on my possessed because that's.
Okay, so roll a d6 again. 2. Yep, so +1 to any one attribute of your choice. Making an already tanky unit very durable indeed.
Right, that's the movement done, and then we're going to do some shooting.
Shooting!
So we'll start with this guy over here, Elric Sosa.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, he's got a ballistic skill of 2.
So this chap up here has a ballistic skill of 2, and he'll be shooting down at...
He'll be shooting down at the possessed.
Ah, yes.
So he's got a ballistic skill of 2.
Yep.
It's long range, and he's moved.
Yeah, so it's 6 followed by a 4. Nope.
Wow. Did you like eat yourself? Like.
Breaks his bowstring. Alright, who's next?
He didn't even get it. So we'll start with the one on your right, the blue shirt.
Okay.
He'll also be shooting at the possessed. A ballistic skill of 4. He is moved. It's a long range and he's got cover. Do we hit 7 again? Or is that 6?
Oh, well, he's got ballistic skill 4, so base 3.
Yeah.
So -1 for range, -1 for cover. So that's
and then moved.
Oh, and moved, so yeah, 6.
Let's see. Pretty standard.
Guy next to him.
The guy next to him is the same deal.
Yep. Nope.
No dice. Now we've got these two fellas over here. Both the green shirties. They're going to be shooting down at this fella here.
Okay.
Now, they've moved, but it's short range.
Yep.
But they do have cover. So, ballistic skill 4.
So it should be 5, I believe. Because -1 for movement, -1 for cover.
So that's 3.
Yep.
-1 for movement, -1 for cover. There's no minus, there's no positive for short range.
No.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 5 pluses.
Yep.
I'm just going to roll both at the same
Okay.
time. That's 1.
Finally.
Here we go. Now,
And, sorry, who was he shooting at?
this fella here, so what's the toughness, mate?
His toughness is.
Was that a mutant?
Yep, mutant, black long.
So 3.
3.
So strength 3,
So
toughness
4 plus.
3, 4 pluses. Let's have a go.
That's it for shooting?
That's it for shooting.
So movement for the possessed.
Indeed.
I managed to weather that arrow storm. The possessed is going to try and climb up that wall. Needs to make an initiative check. So you need to get a 4 or less. Yep, so he's fine. So he did make the climb.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run him up to the wall pretty much.
Yep. Easy done. And so now what Barra's going to do is cast a spell with his actual possessed, because he has that spell stone.
Yep.
That has the, what's it called?
The Dread of Oromar.
So 7 up on 2D. Nope.
Let's figure out the movement phase.
Yep, so movement
Still
for...
no charges, so we don't need
No charges, yep. And that's your leader,
That's the leader.
leading from the rear.
Right, that's all of the movement done. Alrighty, now we get into the all important shooting phase. So he can't shoot, he can't shoot. Those two guys up there, and they can all shoot though. So we'll start with this guy. He's basically got no open hell. You'll have to go for the Cody at the back.
Alright, so needing a 7 up, or 6 followed by a 4. No. So next up, we've got blue right here. So blue taking a shot at the Beastman, long range and cover, so needing, what did you say? 5.
We're going to base 3.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So these two guys up here are going to shoot this henchman here.
No, he's a hero.
Hero?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a mutant.
Mutant, yes, we're going to shoot the mutant. So it's just 3 pluses.
3 plus. Surely,
So there we go.
surely got to hit with 1. Hey, you hit with both.
2 hits.
Well done.
Now, toughness 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Yep.
so.
So 4 up.
So 4 ups. Oh my god. Here we are.
Yep.
Wow.
Very typical. Alrighty. Never
Goodness.
mind.
That's it for shooting?
That is it for everything. What's happening, Barra?
Don't ever go to the casino.
Yeah, man.
I played card games when I go to the casino, mate. I'm not doing dice.
No kidding.
Now the reason why we're carrying on so much about Simo rolling all these ones is that's his deal. That's his mutant power. I'm sure in every gaming group there's that one guy who can't roll dice to save his life. In our group, Simo is that guy.
Yeah, so movement phase. No charges.
No charges.
No one's going to be able to charge anyway. You can just tell by eyeballing it. So just movement.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep climbing this wall.
So initiative roll for the mutant.
Let's keep it in there.
So keep it in there. Yep, that's fine. So he climbs up, no worries. So that's black long.
Yep. Penistella.
Yeah, so he unfortunately fails, and so he's trying to scramble up that wall, but yeah, in vain. So next up we've got the Beastman.
I'm just gonna sort of just surround my leader with my beastmen. And then I'm gonna try to still scare these guys off with my...
So he's not moving?
He's not moving.
Okay, not a bad idea, keep them together. So you need a 7, right?
7.
So 7 up for the spell. No. Fuck. Okay, so the Reiklanders are up, and Simo's declared that there will be no charges, so just movement as usual.
That's it for movement on everyone else,
Yep.
I'm going to say.
Okay, so that's the young blood, right?
Yep.
Shoot, that's just short.
That's
Well, that's good news for Barra.
And they're going to shoot at the Magister, which
Yep.
is being covered by one of the Beastmen.
That's right. So if he misses by 1, then one of the Beastmen that's directly in front of the line of fire, so to speak, will get hit.
So base 3
Yep.
with cover, that's 4 pluses.
Yep.
Let's have a look. They both hit the Beastmen.
That's right.
Okay,
So now roll to wound. They're toughness 4, so you need 5s.
that's fine. Basically the same.
Oh wow, 2 crits!
Hey!
Look at that.
Alrighty. So we'll just do both at the same
So a
time.
missile weapon. So a 3 and a 6. So the 3 is a ricochet.
Outstanding.
So the closest model from him, so it'd be the Magister, I guess, is also hit. So you roll to wound. So roll
The
to
Magister.
yeah. So we'll So yeah, make the save now for the Beastman with the shield. So it's on a 6. Nope. So he takes a wound, but he's got 2, so he's still up.
That one's still to be resolved,
Ah, true. Yeah.
because that's a 6. So that's actually 2 wounds instead of 1.
Ah,
There
yes.
is no armor save. So
Yeah.
he's already got 1 wound from that initial shot,
Okay.
and then he's got an additional 2 wounds.
No armor save. Yeah. So he's got to roll twice on the injury table.
And so we'll do the ricochet to wound.
And we'll do the ricochet. So you need a 4.
4 plus for the Magister?
Yep.
No.
So yeah, roll 2 dice, Barra. See what happens to this poor wretch. Yeah, out of action. He's gone. Man, that's dead as can be.
Oy.
So both arrows hit him in both eyes, I guess.
And one bounces off his skull.
Damn.
So that's my boss dead.
No.
No, that's the beast man.
Yeah, because they did cover. They covered your leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think I'll start trying to get my magus up here again. So I need 3 or less.
3 or less.
Nice.
That'll work.
Okay, so this goat has 1 extra initiative because he's got like...
Oh yeah, you got the skill up,
Thing.
or the advanced
So
roll.
he's got initiative 4.
Okay, so 4 or less.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna try and fear those guys.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, which should have worked. Statistically by now, an average roll of 2d6 is
Yeah, so 7 up. There you go. The spell goes off. It means that he has to make a leadership check. So the frontmost of the bowman has to check. So 2d6, needing presumably what, a 7
That's correct.
or less.
7 or less.
Yep.
Should be alright.
So now it's 2d6 inches in movement away directly from the possessed, so that's 7 inches. Alright, so the bowman that's cacking his pants in terror at the possessed who cast the fear spell at him is actually going to jump down off that platform. So it's just shy of 4 inches, so that'll be an initiative check. So you get 3 or less. Yep, he made it. So he lands safely.
Well, he lands within 2.
Yeah.
Which I would say he would land at the absolute upper limit of that.
Yep.
Because he's trying to run away.
And then just, yeah, directly...
7 inches away.
Yeah.
Far out. That's actually fairly effective.
Well, as soon as Barra rolled that up, I'm like, I know that's going to be annoying once you start blasting it, because he can keep doing it.
So anyway, I started blasting. And that's that done, right? He doesn't keep running?
No, he keeps making leadership checks at the beginning of the turn, yeah. So if he keeps failing, he'll just keep running.
Well, that's going to keep happening. Anyway, that's that done.
Yeah, so that's it for the possessed. So movement for the mercenaries.
No charges
No charges.
yet.
That's another thing I learned from playing these games. You definitely want short-sleeved shirts, because I remember playing Barra with his fucking wizard sleeves, like knocking everything
No, because
over.
I'm leaning over in this loose.
Yeah,
stretch
exactly.
panels. Like I should
And
tuck it in.
But even like with hoodies, like the hoodie strings were knocking it over. 'Cause, you know, it's all, you know, light plastic
You just
trees.
wear like lycra.
Oh yeah, you forgot to check, so you might as well do it now. Do the leadership for the dude that's running away.
Leadership 7. Let's see how we go.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Yeah, it keeps running.
Outstanding.
Alright, go for it. So 4 inches.
Far out. There we are. So he's moved 4, and now he wants to try and climb up here.
Okay, that's one of the archer henchmen.
Yep. So he's got initiative 3.
Initiative 3.
Let's see how we go.
Nope.
That's a no.
Any other climbing checks?
Nah. See if I
So
can
5
get
plus
here.
for the bowman.
Nah.
Ah.
Oh well.
Back to the possessed. No charges.
No charges.
So just movement.
Just movement. Okay.
So that's movement.
Yep.
Is he going to cast his spell?
No, nothing's in range.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's it. Nice and quick.
Nice quick turn.
Well, that's something we'll have to house rule, I guess.
Well, he's fine.
He's fine.
That's the movement done for realsies this time.
Cool.
I'm sorry. So attacking the mutant who's being covered by the guy.
So yeah, this will be the henchman archer shooting at the black lung hero, I believe, is a mutant.
Yeah.
So once again, if you miss by 1, then it hits the guy in front of him.
Base 3, moved, long range cover.
Yeah.
So 6s.
Okay. No, complete miss. And that's it. Okay, so back to the possessed.
Okay, and I'm gonna use his skill, like
spell?
the spell,
within 12, so be mindful of the range.
I would just say, I know it's
The
probably
closest guy?
Yeah, the closest guy, your leader.
Which, it will be a leader. Up on the gallows, I'll be a 7+.
No.
6, just short. Okay, and that's you
Do I
done.
get the person next to me?
Right, so movement, no charges declared, presumably.
No,
No leadership checks required.
no, not yet. We will see.
That's all your movement?
That's all the movement. So I'm pretty sure anyone who can shoot is now capable of shooting, except for this guy up here who will just be sitting out for the rest of the game
Yeah.
because you've moved away from him. So he's cool, he's fine. Now, everyone's going to start taking shots. We'll start with old mate down here, who has moved. And he is the closest as well, I would say.
So possessed.
Yep. So that's 5+ to hit.
Hey, it's a hit.
Now,
So you need a 5.
plus to wound.
A 5.
Yeah. No. No dice. Close though.
There goes that toughness paying off.
So this guy up here is short range.
Shooting at the
Moved.
possessed.
No cover, shooting the possessed. That's a no. This guy here, which is just long range.
Just long range.
range, which means it's a 4+.
4+.
That's a hit.
And a 5 to wound.
5s to wound. This is the hard part, really. No. No dice.
Go to toughness.
He's got like an extra.
Now this
wound
guy
as
over
well.
here is definitely within range, because his range is out here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But it's long range.
Oh, is that a longbow?
Yeah, it's a 30-inch range. So long range, moved, no cover. So we're looking at 5+ again to hit. That's a hit. Looking at 5+ again to wound. That's not a wound. So yeah, that's in range.
So this is the Reiklanders leader, Mr. Holzmann,
Yeah.
with a dueling pistol.
And his ballistic skill is 4. Long range, moved. So that's
5.
5+ again. Actually, it's a dueling pistol. Is that bonus to hit with a dueling pistol?
Yeah, it is. You get a +1.
So 3+ base, long
Yeah.
range moved, but +1.
So it should be
So 4+.
4.
Yeah, 4+ to hit.
Back to the possessed. Movement phase. Any charges declared? So no charges, but continuing the movement.
Yeah, easily.
Yep, thought so.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so Simo just has to make a leadership check. Okay, so he's within 12 of the Reiklander captain. So that'll be an 8, I believe, right?
Yes.
For leadership.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, he's fine.
Easy.
Okay, and that's it for you.
He's a hard man. He's a hard man, that one.
Right, Reiklanders. Any charges?
I'm very unlikely to be getting into range with a charge, I think. Okay, I will not be declaring charges.
Alright, so just movement.
Just movement. Yes.
So Archer's gonna steady his aim.
Yeah.
Cool, so that's all the movement?
That's all the movement. Now we
Okay.
go to the shooting. He'll shoot at the captain. It's an
Okay.
unobstructed shot.
So the Magister.
The Magister.
So I'm guessing just long range, right?
Yep, long range, no movement,
So
cover.
4+.
4+. That's a hit.
There's your 4. And a 3+ to wound. Oh, sorry, 4+.
to
Yeah,
wound.
what am I saying?
I wish.
Yeah.
That'd be
Hey, it's a wound.
Does he have multiple wounds?
The Magister doesn't, I believe.
The Magister only has 1 wound. But
Does he have a
what does the
shield?
lucky charm do?
Oh, you got a lucky charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll on it. You got to remember that. So the first hit basically has a chance to be ignored if you roll a 4+.
4+.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey.
Ding.
Nice work. So old mate up here is going to shoot at the Magister again, and he's in short range. The archer hasn't moved, and his ballistic's still 4. That's my 2 4s. Yeah.
Oh my
Told
god.
you, told you, mate. Green shirt number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to go and shoot at the possessed.
Ah, yes.
And he is... Are you going to classify that as in short range?
Yeah, short range.
Sweet. Short range, no movement. Another 3+, but on the possessed this time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. Needed that for the wounds.
Yeah.
So what's his?
5.
5s to wound. Outstanding. Hey!
Oh, you got a wound.
I got a wound on your possessed. That's your extra wound gone. We now have blue shirt guy who's going to shoot at the possessed again. We figured out that it was like on a
That's
hair,
right.
So he's long range.
Yeah.
We already know that. So moved, long range.
So
Maybe
5s.
cover. Let's have a look. No, thank you. Alrighty.
Any more shooting, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Charges, 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 yeah? Or you gonna just weasel away?
I'm gonna weasel away.
Okay. Here I was getting excited about melee, but nope. So no charges declared, just regular movement.
It's regular movement. So I'm just gonna move a bit back behind here. And yeah, just hopefully I can weather another round.
So Reiklanders,
Yeah, no charges.
no charges, obviously too far away.
My captain can now shoot again.
Ah yes, so he's reloaded his dueling pistol.
Now, anyone who can shoot is going to try and shoot. Let's have a crack.
So that guy in the alleyway, he's gonna take a shot at the possessed, all the way over
Yeah,
here.
long range, moved, cover. 6 to hit on the possessed.
Yep.
That's
It's a 6.
Oh,
shit.
So 5 to wound.
Sorry.
Yep. So the chap up on the tower,
Yeah.
who's he gonna shoot at?
He's going to try to do the metagamey shit of shooting at the Magister with the Beastman as cover.
Okay. So yeah, making it up as we go along, we've decided to house rule the enemy models as cover rule, so that if you miss by 1, it's not an automatic hit. You actually just gives you a chance to roll a hit on that model. So, with that said, okay, so that guy up on the tower
Yeah. So it's long range, so it's a 4+.
and cover.
Ah, yes, sorry. So a 5+.
Yeah.
Quite right.
If you get a 4, then it's a chance to hit the Beastman. So yeah, there's a chance.
Is it just the same roll again for the
Yeah.
Beastman? So 5+ or 4+, because he's the cover.
Yeah, he's not in cover, so it'll be a 4+, wouldn't it?
Okay. That's a hit on the Beastman.
Okay.
Does he have a shield?
Yeah.
He does have a shield.
Oh, it's only on wounds though that he gets a save, yeah? So I'm looking for a 5+, right? For the Beastman?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, because he's.
Nope.
Not S. Lots of rolling for nothing. Alrighty, so we'll go to the captain and we'll see if he's in range to make a shot. Range for the dueling pistol is 10, and he's going to aim for, I believe the Beastman would be the closest. So that is on the nose again. If it was straight down instead of on an angle, it would be just in range.
4+. That's a hit. And you basically have strength 4, and you ignore armor because it's -1 from black powder weapons. So no armor save with the shield.
Also, I can't use the shield.
It just punches through.
Yeah.
So 4+ to wound.
That's a wound.
That's a wound.
That's a wound.
That one hasn't been wounded yet, has he?
No.
Okay, so he loses 1 wound. The Beastman over there.
Outstanding.
That's Rambo.
Then. Okay, so now we move on to the next shooters. I know how much you like that, Barra. So this guy here who moved and shot is shooting. And Almost certain that's long range. Oh, no, that's actually short range. So...
Who's his target?
Beastman.
Okay.
So, base 3, he moved, no cover. So 4+ to hit from the archer in blue. Nope.
So the green archer over there, just behind the blue one, on the slightly elevated position, is going to shoot at the beast man.
There's a 4+. No.
You might have to go on an intercept path.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So,
Obviously no charges, they're too far away.
that is me done.
Culternative Lifestyle might actually have this in the bag if they manage that final stretch. Very interesting.
Yep. They play this game alternatively.
Alternatively.
Okay, so they just shuffle next to this building. So Reiklanders, can they intercept?
Okay, so
Because we got our little devil worshipping chums over here.
there's
Just maybe a turn or two of running and they'll be off. Because you only have to get to within 2 inches of the edge.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you got these dudes. Yeah, so you have to go through here. Oh, that'll slow you down. That'll give you actually a chance.
Yeah, that's why. That's my last.
Hmm.
But
Interesting.
if I get to the wall, no, that's.
So movement for Holzmann's hard men.
I forgot about this dude.
Oh, back there, yeah, he's hidden.
Oh, well, at least he's not.
He had a bit of PTSD from earlier.
Beastie empty.
Beastie FD.
Man, if I had my witch hunters doing this mission, I'd just send 2 of my dogs just to charge super
Yeah.
fast and win it in like 3 or 4 turns.
Okay, so that's all the movement. Obviously that guy can't shoot. Obviously this guy can't shoot because of 25-inch range. This guy can't shoot because he's moved. So we're only looking at these 2 dudes here.
Sorry, which 2?
This green archer and this blue archer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The green archer's obviously got a very clear shot.
So, the goat man? The beast man, rather?
Long range cover, that's 5+. I feel like I have better.
So 5 plus. Hey, there's a 5. And then a 5 to wound, I guess. No.
Okay, next dude, the blue guy. He's going to be shooting this way through that space
Okay.
to this guy in the window.
Okay, that's the, no, that's the mutant.
So move and cover, but no long range. So 5 pluses again.
Yep. No.
No dice.
So they're possessed here on their final stretch. Can they make it?
I might just leave him here.
Yeah, so this guy here, you can see him through the window on those guys over there.
Yep.
Just barely, but he can. So that's 6. Quite right. No. One on the left.
Nope.
6s. We've got the blue guy. He's going to be shooting the possessed. Hasn't moved short range. Are you going to say that that's cover? 4+. Yeah, you've won.
So the possessed,
Yeah.
he's off the table.
He's off the table.
He's
only-
guaranteed off the table.
Alright, off he goes. So that's an XP on his character sheet. So mark that down.
So that's 2 off. And that's it. There's no continuation. That's it, right?
Oh, sorry, that was that guy.
Well,
Oh, so he made it.
100% getting.
Ah, well that's 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it
well-
ends.
Pretty much. Good game.
Man, GG.
Barra with the win. Despite being vastly outnumbered and never actually making a single attack against the rival warband, he had a plan and he stuck to it, which was just move forward, forward, forward. And it paid off. Having a warband with high resilience, as in high toughness and extra wounds, helps quite a bit, as I'm sure you noticed. Not only that, is also having a rival that can't roll worth a shit helps a bit too. So, on to the post-battle sequence, and the scariest part of all the game, in my opinion, is the injuries roll. Starting with Culternative Lifestyle, Beastman Goatly. Oh dear, this is becoming a habit with you, Barra. So, with the one and only injury out of the way, it's time to move on to the experience phase of the post-game sequence. So, sticking with the Culternative Lifestyle, the Magister, Penesteller, did in fact get enough XP to get an advance roll, with the result being a skill roll. However, being members of the Cult of the Possessed, the Warband has the option of, rather than choosing from the skill selection, or spell in the case of the Magister, he may actually visit the Shadowlord. Beseeching an entity of chaos is an undertaking with wildly varying results. The Shadowlord may be mightily impressed with the supplicant and reward him with a unique boon. Or he may ignore the cultist's pleas, thus wasting the advance roll. Or worse. With that in mind, Barra decides, after all, to make the roll. Will it be the right choice?
He chose poorly.
It seems the Shadowlord is displeased with the way the Magister has been leading his chapter of the cult, and decides to mutate him into a giant sack of sebum or something. Needless to say, that seals the warband's fate, and Barra makes the decision to disband them. Such is Mordheim. You win a scenario against all odds, only to have the post-game stick it in and break it off. But that's not the last we'll see of Barra or the Possessed, as there are many other chapters of the cult roaming the ruins. So much for the Cult of the Possessed. On to the mercenaries. Fate is kinder to Simo, as he accrued enough XP to improve 3 of his marksman's ballistic skill to a whopping 5, and the other one increases his leadership. Guess all that shooting paid off. Red the Swordsman improves his initiative, as does Elric the Youngblood. So, as far as exploration goes, the warband managed to scrape together a total of 4 shards, and in the process also find yet another overturned cart. This one yields a jeweled sword and dagger, which once sold will net the warband an extra 12 gold coins. Simo decides to sell off 3 of the pieces of weird stone for a total of 60 gold, and once they reconvene, they all head off, this time to Sigmar Haven. Unfortunately, they have strict entry fees, and you can only enter if you pay 1 shard of weirdstone, which of course he coughs up. So once inside the settlement, they decide to visit the apothecary to see if they can heal one of the character's wounded legs. Unfortunately, he couldn't, but at least it didn't get further damaged, as tends to be the case with the surgeons in this game. They also visit the Dancing Pig Tavern, and unfortunately for Simo, but I guess fortunately for the warband, they decide to live it up a little and get the wanton extravagance result, which means they blow 40 gold coins of the 53 in their treasury. Yeesh. He does manage to secure another lucky charm for the warband, and as far as events go, they seemingly bump into the same fortune teller that approached Sigmar's judgment from the previous game. The warband's leader receives 1 reroll during the next battle for 1 gold coin, not too shabby. But above all else, somehow they manage to get their grubby mitts on a deed to a tavern. Now this thing can be a good little earner, or it could cost the warband, as there's frequent bar brawls that require expenditure to fix up broken furniture, etc. But most of all, you can get extra warband members for free, or should I say, hired swords. There is a distinction. And so, that concludes this episode of the campaign.
Gotta say, hats off to Barra for braving the dangers of Mordheim with a warband of 5 warriors, where many would have started a new one instead, myself included. The next battle will see the witch hunters return to face off against the undead, who have not yet made their appearance. Thanks for watching, and I'd like to give a special thanks to the viewers who have helped prop up the channel with a super thanks. Every bit helps, as it shows a level of engagement to the algorithm, hence making it more likely it will suggest the channel to others who haven't experienced its manifold delights. Until next time.